Let me throw a challenge your way. Imagine you're in a job interview. The interviewer looks up and asks, "Tell me a bit about your education background." You pause, take a deep breath, and say, I studied BSc. That's it. Now, fast forward to a networking event, and someone says, "Oh, nice to meet you. What did you study?" And it just say, "I did BCom. Long back." Sound familiar? You're not alone. Most of us have education stories, but we never learned how to talk about them fluently in English. Today, we fix that. In this session, we'll learn how to confidently talk about your academic journey, from your degree to your favorite subjects, and even online courses you have taken recently. So, what we are going to cover in this session? Number one, we'll cover how to structure your answer using a special formula. I'll tell you about that. How to keep it short, simple, or even detailed when needed. So, we'll have examples for a lot of people like engineers, graduates, homemaker, even online learners, even for postgraduates, those who studied abroad. So, we'll have all kinds of examples. So, whether you are in tech, teaching, finance, homemaking, or coaching, your education is part of your personal brand. Let's learn to talk about it with clarity and class. So, follow this structure to tell your academic story. Now, the formula is degree, and let's find out what each letter for degree stands for. D stands for degree. What did you study? E, educational institution. Where did you study? G, graduation year. When did you complete it? And that's an optional. R, relevant subjects. Like what were your key subjects, areas? E is for experience. What did you enjoy or achieve there? Or E, extension. Any further studies, certifications, online learning that you have done, you can speak about that. Let's find out what each letter stands for. Degree, E, education, G, graduation, R, relevant subjects, E, experience, and E, extension. So now we will apply this degree formula in three real life examples. Number one, for an engineering graduate, he's a technical professional now, of course. I completed my Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics from SRM University in 2016. My main subjects were embedded systems, communication networks, and microprocessors. I especially enjoyed hands on projects. We even created a basic home automation model in our final year. And after graduating, I took a short certification in Python, which has sparked my interest in automation and data. Example 2, a commerce graduate who is now an online learner. He is a working professional as well, or a freelancer. I did my graduation in commerce from Delhi University in 2014. I really enjoyed business law and accountancy, and I used to participate in case study competitions. In the last few years, I've also done two certifications, one in digital marketing and another in financial modeling. Now, these have helped me handle real world business problems more confidently. Let's come to example number 3. So, this is about a postgraduate who has done his degree abroad. So, it may be MBA or international exposure, whatever. So, you can say, I completed my MBA in international business from the University of Manchester in 2018. My core focus areas were global strategy, marketing, and cross cultural leadership. The diverse peer group and team based projects gave me a lot of exposure. I also interned with a logistics company in the UK, which helped me understand the European market better. Since then, I've been working in global supply chain management. You can use in daily conversations or introductions. For example, you can say, I studied BSc in physics from Kolkata University. I always loved the logic and structure in science. You can also say, I completed my BTech in IT from MIT University in 2019 and have recently completed a course in cloud computing. Or you can say, I did a BA in psychology. I've always been curious about human behavior. It helps me even today in communication and teamwork. Or you can say, I studied commerce and later shifted into content writing. I've done a few courses online to keep learning. If you're a homemaker, here's how you can talk about education. So you can say, I have a degree in English literature from Bangalore University, and I was very active in writing and public speaking during college. Even after becoming a full-time homemaker, I've continued learning. Currently, I'm learning English communication online. Or you can say I studied BSc in home science and I've always enjoyed organizing and planning. Now that my kids are older, I started learning digital skills through YouTube and Coursera. Learning never really stops. So, a key tip is use words like I kept my learning active. I enjoy learning new things online. I've always been passionate about anything that you like. These phrases keep your tone positive, evolving, and you sound like growth oriented. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll do the full advanced version. We'll go through your academic journey. For example, you can say, my academic journey started with a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from any university. I graduated in 2013 and focused on thermodynamics and product design. After working for 3 years, I pursued an executive MBA from IIM Kozhikode to expand my leadership skills. I've always believed in continuous learning. So last year, I also completed a short program in data science from Upgrade. My education has given me both technical depths and strategic thinking. Now let's find out some quick phrases and power words. So here are some smart, fluent ways to talk about education. You can always start like, I've always been curious about whatever it is. Or that course really sharpened my understanding of this. Use these phrases like college was where I discovered my passion for. Okay, I believe in lifelong learning, so I also enrolled in tell the course or certification. I built a strong foundation in thermodynamics, data science, or whatever. That experience helped shape my mindset around something like this. I was actively involved in debates, clubs, projects. Okay, so what you need to do now is you have to speak. So say this aloud using the degree formula. Number one, what did you study? Where did you study? And what subjects did you enjoy or specialize in? Did you do any projects, internship, or achievements? Have you done any certification or online courses recently? So stop here, pause the video, and prepare this. And then speak your answer 3 times. First, just to get the words out. Second, fix any grammar gaps or maybe structure. Third, improve your tone and confidence. Now that you have learned how to talk about your education, you need to now describe your academic background in English. So the goal is to speak clearly and confidently about your education using the degree formula that we learned. So this worksheet is all about you and your tasks. So in the step 1, you'll of course understand the degree formula that we talked about. And in the step 2, learn from the examples. We've given you a lot of examples. Like you can say, I completed my BE in computer engineering from Pune University in 2015. My core subjects were data structures and software testing. I love building projects, especially our final year app that track bus routes. Whatever you want to speak, you can speak. I also did a certification in Python last year. So means whatever certification that you have done, whatever you have done in your schooling during your graduation, please talk about that. Okay. You can also talk about anything that you have learned online or you are still learning. Now, why so? Because this talks about your growth oriented approach, and that will always help you in your interviews or otherwise as well. Okay. And somebody who has done maybe MBA abroad, so you can talk about that. Now, for example, I completed my MBA in international business from the University of Manchester in 2018. We took that example there. So I focused on marketing and global strategy. Yeah. And then you can talk about your internships. We talked about our internship. You remember that UK logistics company? And why so? Because it helped me gain practical experience. Now, what you need to do is write your own education story. Use a formula to fill in your story below. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a template here for you all to just fill it up. You can do either of the two things. You fill this template or use the same formula that I gave you and make your own education story. And then practice it again and again. Okay, the more you practice, the more confident you get. And this is very important because it's all about speaking. It's not about cramming. It's not about writing also. Writing will help you, definitely. But what is going to help you the most is your speaking. So speak it out loud. practice 3 times, as I told you earlier also. Okay, you can practice in 3 ways. Say it out loud in front of a mirror, record a voice note, and listen back. That's very, very important. That's your own feedback to yourself. Share it with a friend or maybe in a learners group. But don't forget to share in our learners group. So try one version that's short and one with extra detail. So what is about just telling about it and the other one about the story. See you again in our next session.